What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. And this video right here, we're gonna be talking about if you have a soul urge number 8. And I'll pause for the cause. If you don't know how to find your soul urge number, if you're a new subscriber, if you're just starting off your journey of self-love, self-knowledge, self-understanding, if you don't realize why it's so important that you have to study yourself, love yourself, and understand yourself through numerology and astrology, don't worry, I got you. There's a couple of videos, I put the link in the description. You have to watch them first so you can become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So if you did your math and you realize you have a soul urge number 8, first of all, you already know I focused you heavy on a deeper level because we have the same soul urge number. So in this whole video, and a lot of things I'm going to say, and everything I'm going to say, I'm going to be pertaining it to us. So I'm going to say a lot of us in this video. So I focus you on an even deeper level because we have the same soul urge number. This video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it popping, shall we? Alright, so boom, soul urge number 8. First of all, what does soul urge numbers mean? Why is it important to understand your soul urge number, and how does it affect you in this lifetime? So in numerology, the soul urge number lets us know our innermost desires, also known as a heart's desire number. It lets us know our inner motivation for what we're doing, for why we do what we do, what drives us internally. Why do we wake up in the morning and do what we do? Why are you so independent? Why are you so hardworking? It gives you like the internal answer of why you do what you do. It's like a subconscious type energy. It's derived from taking the vowels in our full name, full birth name, on your birth certificate, your full name, taking the vowels from it, changing it into a numerical value, adding those numbers up, and getting that number, which is the vibration, the characteristic, the energy that our soul urges, our soul craves, our heart desires, our heart values in this lifetime, in this reality. And the reason why we use vowels and why vowels represent our inner selves, because in the alphabet, the vowel sounds, the vowel in the letters are the inner soft sounds in words, the inner soft sounds in the alphabet. When you sing vowels out your mouth, it comes out soothing, it comes out smooth. You don't use your lips, your tongue, your teeth, it just comes out soft and smooth. So it's like our soft inner self, the self that you're not really consciously aware of if you don't understand your soul urge number. In contrast to consonants, consonants are more harsher, they're more brash, they're more louder when you're saying it. You use your lips, your tongue, your teeth, so they're more known as our outer selves. So all in all, understanding what your soul urge number is lets you know what you can do in this reality that will give you most fulfillment, what you could do in this reality that will give you the most pleasure and happiness in this lifetime. So really understand why it's important to understand your soul urge number. It's like the moon sign in astrology. It's your innermost internal self that if you don't tap into it, you won't be giving yourself the most fulfillment in this lifetime, in this reality. So now, what does it mean having a soul urge number 8? Well, like I said, I also have this placement, so I'm going to be saying us and we a lot in this video. So every single soul urge number derives from our past life, what we were doing in our past life, and what we were deprived of in our past life. Coming into this lifetime, our soul craves, our soul urges, and wants to carry it out in this lifetime to get fulfillment, to be happy, to get full happiness in this reality. So a lot of us in our past life, first of all, could have been in situations where our power were stripped from us. We had no voice. We could have been in an abusive type of energy, abusive relationship, abusive like parent-child relationship where we had no identity. It got stripped from us. Our power got stripped from us. Or we could have been the type that we were really less fortunate, like really broke, really poor. We didn't really have anything of value that we could really be proud of. Or also we could have been the type that we worked so hard to get recognized for something, put our energy, put our efforts in trying to be recognized, but we just didn't get that recognition. So what happens when you got your power stripped from you, you were in an abusive kind of relationship where you have no voice, or your recognition, your power, or your recognition was that you weren't recognized for what you're doing, or you didn't have like a lot of money like that. A lot of times with this placement, the soul urge 8 energy, we desire, our heart desires, our soul craves, our soul values getting power, getting money, and the financial things in this reality. Now it's deeper than just getting money and wanting power and wanting to be the best at everything you do. It's deeper than just like the carnal nature. But the reason why power is so important to us is because power is control. Like I said, in our past life, we didn't have control over ourselves like that. Someone was authoritative over us, kind of took it away from us. So because of that, in this reality, we crave power, we crave control over ourselves and our immediate surroundings. And now, before I even go in this video, we have to understand how important and how powerful the number 8 in itself is. The way it's shaped, the number 8 represents a lot of different things. When you turn the 8 to the side, like I said in my Life Path 8 video, it represents the infinity symbol, which is we have infinite ability to manifest a lot in this reality. The 8 connects the two circles, which is the spiritual realm and the material realm, connecting it together. And I'm going to get deeper into that, into the connectivity of a spiritual and the physical realm, because that's very important to understand with this placement. And the 8 also represents karma. What goes around comes around. So understanding that about the number 8 itself, how does that pertain to you having the soul urge number 8? How does that pertain to us having the soul urge number 8? Like I said, power, control. A lot of times we attract a lot of physical or material possessions in this reality, or it looks like, oh, we attract a lot of physical and material possessions in this reality because we really work hard towards it. Our ambition, our drive, I'm going to talk about the benefits. Our ambition, our drive is next to none. We have a really strong need to be recognized. We really want recognition. We want status. We want power. We want, like I said, every single sign in astrology is ruled by a planet. Every single number in numerology is ruled by a planet. The planet that rules solar is number 8 is Saturn. And remember, Saturn rules our 10th house, so that's our status. That's our business-esque energy. So we really crave and want to be powerful and want to be recognized, want to have influence in this physical realm, in this physical reality. So because of that, we are extremely ambitious and we have a strong drive to succeed and get what we want in this lifetime, in this reality. Now that's a blessing because we can really have a laser eye focus when we have goals. If you write down your goals, our manifestation ability is amazing. So if you actually write down what you want, put in the work, put in the discipline, because remember, Saturn is all about discipline. And I don't really have to say this to us because a lot of us already know that the only way to achieve anything in this reality, anything in this lifetime, is through discipline. Without discipline, you cannot do anything. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works and discipline, you cannot achieve anything. So with discipline, Saturn energy, we can really manifest a lot of things that we want. Like I said, writing things down is like a great cheat code in this reality. Putting your effort, putting your energy, or putting your mind, your imagination, and putting it on paper, using your fingers, your hands to write it down, and carrying out the discipline is a great achievement in this reality. So our ambition, our drive, our inner need, what your soul craves and wants automatically is to be powerful, is to have control, is to have money. I keep saying money with the quotation marks because it's not like all we care about is money and we're like really carnal in that nature. Like I said, the 8 is taking the spiritual realm, the materialistic realm, and putting it together. So if we're too focused on the materialistic realm, too focused on the money, too focused on the fame, too focused on the influence, it's not going to be balanced. And then understand that Saturn is a karmic planet. The karma is not going to be in our best benefit. So it's all about balancing out our spiritual nature, tapping into your inner self, tapping into your spiritual self, tapping into meditating and understanding who you are spiritually as a person, as a being, as a soul, as a spirit, and also tapping into the physical realm, also tapping into the materialistic realm, and balancing it out and putting it together, making sure the 8s connect and they're balancing and bringing the spiritual realm into the materialistic realm, balancing out. That's the key to this placement. It's not only just focusing on money and working so much, and I'll get into that deeper as I go into this video. And now the negative of this is a lot of times, because we're so laser focused, because we are so ambitious and driven and trying to get a goal, a lot of times we can miss out on opportunities that are like screaming at us, trying to get our attention. Like we're looking straight. We have a goal set in mind. We wrote it down. We want to achieve something. So we're looking straight. And opportunities could be right to the right of us, to the left of us. Opportunities could be like looking at us, trying to get our attention. And we kind of ignore it because we're so like single-minded. We could be really single-minded. It could be to our detriment because those opportunities that are kind of looking at us, trying to get our attention, can sometimes low-key be better than what we're trying to achieve. But because we're so single-minded, because we're so driven and ambitious on a deep, like laser eye focus level, we can miss out on a lot of opportunities a lot. Now the blessings of that is because we're so focused, because we're so laser eye and ambitious and focused on what we're trying to get, we generally always achieve what we want when we have the discipline. Keep that in mind, that we have to have discipline whatever we do. And now when it comes to relationships though, and now like I said, I'm talking to myself too. This is us. Like, this is our problem. We got to go through this. When it comes to relationships though, a lot of us can either put our business-esque energy, put our ambition, put our thoughts into trying to be successful so much, put our career first, or put our ambition first, to the point that we kind of shun relationships away. Or if we are in a relationship, our partner can really feel the need that we're not giving them enough attention. They kind of feel left out because we're so driven and so ambitious and focused on what we want to get. So advice that I have to give us is that we have to understand that there's no need, or it's not right to be so successful, to have all these things, have all these material possessions, to have all these goals that you're meeting in a relationship and not have nobody to share it with. Because a lot of times we could drive people away because we're so focused on what we're focused on. A lot of times our love language is not really like words of affirmation or quality time. A lot of times we feel that, all right, so I could just buy you a gift and things will be better. I could just buy you this, or because we rule the material realm. Number 8, spiritual and material realm put together. So a lot of times we could like just buy things for people and think that makes things okay. If your partner is more of the love, is more of the words of affirmation or quality time type partner, that buying the gifts and just doing things like that will kind of make it difficult for them to feel the affection that they need. So some advice for us is to understand that we shouldn't be focused too much on our ambitions, too much on the money, too much on the business, too much on the social influence, too much on our ambitions, and kind of shunning away the relationships or shunning away people around us. It's like we kind of have a black and white thinking. It's either you're in my life, I could use you, or you're of a help to me. Or if I can't use you, if you're not of help to me, it's like we don't even think about it. So we have to really balance out ambition, relationships, ambitions, friendships, ambition, family. It's all about the balance. Number 8, that infinity symbol is all about the balance. We have to balance out being focused and having the relationships too. And also not being too focused that we're kind of shunning away relationships and partnerships, because like I said, in this lifetime, having all this money, having all these things, having nobody to share it with is not right. But also understand yourself and trying to find a partner that is not too demanding of our time, too clingy, because we have to understand that we really crave, our heart, our soul desires. Like I said, our past life, we didn't have this. In this reality, our soul craves and desires to have power, to have money, to have things, to have status, to really work on our ambitions, to really have control over our life. Power is control. We really want control over our life, over our destiny. We want to have control over where we're going, what we're going to do. So keep that in mind with this placement, that you're not too focused on your career, too focused on your business, that you're kind of making people that love you, that want to be next to you, that want to be around you, kind of shunning them away because you're too focused on it. Also with this placement, like I said, too narrow-minded. Understand that opportunities could come to our way that we're ignoring them, so we cannot be too narrow-minded. A lot of times we could be controlling too, because like I said, we crave control over ourselves, so we could be controlling in situations. A lot of times when it comes to authority figures, we despise to the max authority figures, like our bosses, our managers. We despise authority figures. We really have a hard time with authority figures. And what Saturn does, and that's why I love Saturn so much, because like I said in my Saturn series, what Saturn does is it puts obstacles in front of you. It forces you to go through things. A lot of times we ask ourselves, why is this happening to me? Why me? Like, why do I have to go through this? A lot of times we ask ourselves these things. Saturn puts a lot of obstacles and tests and makes sure that we're ready to receive the blessings, the manifestation, the abundance, the power, the wealth, the material possessions. Saturn puts a lot of obstacles in front of our face, puts a lot of obstacles in our life. So a lot of times the authority figures we go through, like if we have a job, our bosses really have like a strong need to like really always feel argumentative when it comes to authority figures, our bosses. We kind of go through authority figures that really show us what not to be when it's our time to be authority figures. Because having this Solar's number, we're naturally leader-esque energy. We're naturally, even if you don't feel like a leader, no matter where you go, people will naturally look at you as a leader. So going through these authority figures, going through knowing how not to act when you also become an authority figure, because naturally you will put yourself in positions to be an authority figure. Saturn kind of tests you and puts these obstacles in your face so you know what's not to do when it's your turn to be an authority figure. So keep that in mind. Understand that you're not the type to want to always be under someone. So in career paths, you want to be the CEO, the manager, work for yourself. You don't want to be working for someone 24/7. You want to have control over yourself and control over people, as in being like the head honcho, the head CEO, or being like the manager in a way. So keep that in mind. But before you even get there, you have to learn, go through the ropes, go through the obstacles, learn what not to do. Humble yourself too. Put yourself in leadership positions. Have confidence within yourself. Outwardly, we look like we're really confident and leader-esque, but you have to have the inner drive, the inner confidence within yourself to be able to lead. And when it comes to being an authority figure or gaining the power, once you went through the obstacles, once you balance out the spiritual realm and the physical realm, and Saturn actually blesses you with influence, blesses you with power, blesses you with authority, do not abuse the power. Do not abuse the power. Don't be manipulative, because we have a tendency to be able to get power over people or over situations. And that karma energy, number 8 is karma. Whatever you give out comes back to you. So if you have the power and you have the influence and you have the abundance, you're supposed to use that and give back to people, so it comes right back to you. You're supposed to use our energy, use our abundance to give back, so it will come back to us in a hundredfold. If you look at a solar's 8 person, and their life is abundant and blessed, you know that that person has their karma is right, because they've been giving back and have been abundant within themselves, giving back to humanity, giving back to their family, giving back to their people in a non manipulative way. Everything is all about intentions, because we get the power using it to our benefit too much, too focused on what we want and what we have to do. That karma will come back to us, and you see that we get everything stripped away. So if you're using that with the intention of wanting to help, or the intention of actually wanting to do good with our power, because you will gain power in this reality, you will gain power and abundance with this number, with this solar's energy. Your soul craves it, so that's what you want, and that's what you get when you put your mind to it, when you write it down and manifest it. Use the power for good, not for negative influence. Like I said, karma, number 8 is all about karma. Saturn is a karmic planet. Saturn will give you something. If you're not ready for it, it will strip it right away. Like I said, it will put obstacles in your way. You could be rich one day, have all the money one day, and be so frivolous because you think that I could get what I want. Then all of a sudden one day you realize that, oh, your bank account has been stripped, or things will happen to you that you realize, like, damn, bad luck is happening. Why is this happening to me? Understand that it's karma. Karma is a really key thing for this placement. Do not abuse your influence. Do not abuse your energy. Do not abuse your authoritative energy. Do not abuse your power. But all in all, understand how strong having this placement is. Understand how much your heart desires power and authority and manifestations and the material realm. Connect both of them together. Connect the physical and the spiritual. Like I keep saying, tap into your spiritual self. Don't be too driven on the materialistic realm. And that also explains why I have Goku, the homie Goku, in the back. And that's why I also love Dragon Ball Z. That's my favorite anime, because it's all about power levels and power. So we do crave and love power like that. Connect the spiritual and the physical realm together. Work on your inner self. Have strong, good intentions for what you're doing. You will gain influence. You will gain power. You will be in a leadership position. Know how to lead people effectively. Know how to have good intentions when you're leading people. Do not manipulate, because the karma is going to get back to you no matter what. Try to work on not being too driven that your partners, relationships, and families are not really getting your attention and getting your energy. But all in all, though, understand this about yourself. Be disciplined. Be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. Saturn is discipline. Be disciplined. Work on your manifestation. Get what you want in this reality. Balance the two, and you'll realize and see how much you get fulfillment in this reality once you do all these things, and how much blessings and abundance will come into our lives. Trust me, this placement is so easy to get influenced and to be like have a high status and to get material possessions in this reality. Once you do all these things, you're disciplined, you have good intentions, your spiritual and physical realm, you balance it too. Once you do all these things, you'll realize how easy it is to get fulfillment, because you'll see the abundance. Saturn will bless you. But Saturn won't bless you unless you have passed the test, went through the tribulations, and have done things with the most good intentions and whatever you're doing. So that was my video on solos number 8. I hope you enjoyed that. My next video is going to be on Solars number 9, and you already know what I'm about to go in. If y'all subscribe to my channel, appreciate all y'all for real, you already know. But if you still haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and handle that one time for your boy. Don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm going to see all y'all when I see y'all.